Hi first grade, Miss Duplanche here. I hope you guys had a wonderful spring break. It was a happy and relaxing Easter for you guys. And yeah, welcome back. So before we left for our social distancing, we talked about 2D shapes. Okay, so I'll review those with you really quick. So 2D shapes, first of all, 2D, what does that mean? A two-dimensional shape just means that it's a flat shape, right? It's a flat shape like a circle or a triangle or a square, something like that. 2D shapes are flat on the paper, right? They just lay flat. So our 2D shapes that we talked about were, let's get them out. A rectangle, a trapezoid, a circle, a square, a triangle, and then those points or those corners of all of the shapes, those are called a vertex or a vertices. And then the sides, those sides are like the line that segments that make up that shape. The lines are segments that make up that shape. So all those straight lines are called a side, okay? So those are, I also have another sheet, but those are our 2D shapes. They're flat on the paper, all right? So the new thing that we're kind of learning is what is a 3D shape or a three-dimensional shape, okay? Here's the paper of the three-dimensional shapes. So there are a few that we're going to talk about today. Cube, a cone, a sphere, a cylinder, a pyramid, and a rectangular prism. So those are our main three-dimensional shapes, okay? So a three-dimensional shape is different than a 2D shape. A three-dimensional shape is a solid shape that is not flat, okay? So a solid shape means it's not flat. It's sticking up, or you can fit something inside of it, right? So it is not flat. So three-dimensional or 3D is what a lot of people call it. 3D, three-dimensional, same thing. All right, so the 3D shapes that we're going to talk about today are, this one is called a rectangular prism, right? This one is called a cube. This one is a cone. All right, this one is a cylinder. Okay, and then the flat parts of a 3D shape are called a face. Okay, so you're going to see a face. So the first one we'll talk about is our cylinder. So I'm going to get my example out. Here's my example of a cylinder. Okay, so a cylinder is a 3D shape, right? You can fit something inside of it. It's not flat. And there's two flat faces on a cylinder. There is a flat face at the top and a flat face at the bottom. And those flat faces of a cylinder are what shape? A circle. Okay, so you've got two flat surfaces on a cylinder and they're a circle. Just like this can of tomatoes too is also a cylinder, right? So you've got a flat circle on the top and a flat circle on the bottom. This is called a what? A cylinder. Okay, our next one that we're going to talk about is a cone. A cone, think of like a birthday hat, right? Think of a birthday hat. My cone is right here. It's not the best example, but it's the only cone I could find. So a cone has a flat bottom that is a circle. So ignore this square. Pretend it's not there. A real cone has a circle, a flat surface that is a circle, and then the top comes to a point. So think about this example, right? The cone, there's a flat surface that is a circle, and then it comes to a point. So that's a cone. Think about a birthday hat or like an ice cream cone. This is a cone. Okay, the next one is a cube. A cube. A cube, it has flat surfaces too. It has 6 of them. So a cube has 6 flat surfaces, and they're all of the flat surfaces are a shape of a square. Okay, so let's count. You've got 2 at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then on the back is 6. So 6 flat surfaces make up a cube. All right, and remember that each flat surface of a cube has to be a square. In order for it to be a cube, it has to be a square, right? So that's a cube. Okay, the next one is called a rectangular prism. A rectangular prism is very similar to a cube. It has 6 flat surfaces, except the flat surface is what shape, you guess? A rectangle. Okay, so here's my example of a rectangular prism. It looks it's like a cube, except we've got rectangles on the sides, right? Rectangles on the sides, okay? So the last one, or not the last one, second to last one. This one right here is called a pyramid. A pyramid is just a shape that has flat surfaces on the sides that are triangles. So it's got 4. 1, 2, 3 in the back and 4 on the side. It's got 4 triangles that come up to a point or vertices. And then the back or the bottom is a square. So the flat surface of a pyramid is a square. So you've got a square on the bottom and then 4 triangles that make a point. This is called a pyramid. Okay, and then the last one, what is this called? This 3D shape is called a sphere. Okay, it's round, right? It's round. You can fit something inside of it, kind of like air in this example. And a round ball, think of a ball, but this shape is called a sphere. Okay, so those are 3D shapes. Let's review them one more time. All right, this one, think squares, 6 flat surfaces. This one is called a cube, cone, sphere, cylinder, pyramid, rectangular prism. All right, so those are your 3D shapes. See if you can find some 3D shapes around your house. And then if you find a really good one, maybe you can text it to the class in your group me. We would love to see your 3D shapes lying around the house. All right, guys, if you have any questions, just email us. Miss you and love you.